Hello everybody, this is Skyflight44, aka Z44, and today we're going to be playing some more Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy to Duelist Link Evolution. Now, let's just take a moment, think about everything that we've actually managed to accomplish so far. We have quite a lot still left to do, even in reverse duels, but we have over 17% through the campaign. We have quite a few of the duelist challenges already completed. And we have, at the moment, 7 out of those 32 decks I wanted to go about making. Currently, I've kind of forgotten everything that I wanted to go about making. But I'm pretty sure in a little while I'll go about figuring out a new deck I want to make. But my new plans on where I want to go with this is, while I am going to be going through and doing some more reverse duels for the original campaign, I'm going to be focusing on getting a little bit more done in GX. 5Ds, just trying to get to the next booster. And I want to start with Yu-Gi-Oh! Zeal campaign. See, this campaign is focused on, like the anime, Xyz summoning. And while I prefer synchro summoning, there is plenty of cards that I would love to be able to get, considering the fact that a few of my decks are really, really good at getting a few different types of Xyz monsters out. And even that Gusto deck I went about making can actually go into quite easily a bunch of rank 3s and especially rank 6s, which I've only really had experience getting a lot of rank 6s with um, vampire decks specifically. So let's go and do some of the ones that kind of screwed up for me. There's just, I tried this a couple days ago and it just, I didn't like how it ended up. Mainly the last duel with Aster Phoenix versus Judai. That wasn't exactly a very good one. I didn't read the cards well enough, and I didn't realize that, oh yeah, this card cannot be destroyed by battle. Or I would have went into that card much earlier. Think of it as me just wasting time because of a bunch of screw-ups. Because I was actually, my last option was to outlast my opponent and have them completely go through their deck. Which unfortunately isn't a very good way of playing the game. Well, it is a valid way of playing the game. Not very interesting. Oh, Ancient Gear Beast. Last time I did not see this. So, this cannot be special summoned. But if this card attacks, your opponent cannot activate any spell traps until the end of the damage step. Negate the effects of an opponent's monster destroyed by battle with this card. This is fantastic, and especially in this one, in which there's a bunch of cards like Nimba Mamanga, who, when destroyed, you will gain 1,000 life points, and you can special summon even more of those stupid sons of bitches to the field. So, what I'm probably going to go about doing is, yeah, I'm probably going to go and get out um, the engineer. No, I'm going to go through and just get out Ancient Gear Knight. It's the strongest one I have that I can normally get into, and it's a Gemini monster, and we know how much I have, how much love I have for those things, even though I probably shouldn't have any love for them. I mean, they're only Gemini monsters, and Gemini monsters aren't exactly good. Well, Ancient Gear Workshop's actually, if I remember correctly, not so bad. Especially considering the fact that you can target one Ancient Gear monster in your graveyard, add that target to your hand. Like if I just go through and tribute Ancient Gear Beast and then get back Knight. Now, there's a bunch of other cards that would have been nice. That would have really helped me out, but... Oh, this will do. A lot of, there's a few different cards that basically allow you to get another Ancient Gear monster on the field for less than the normal amount of tributing. Oh, Ancient Gear Beast. The big fun part of this archetype is the fact that a bunch of their monsters, just when they attack, your opponent can't react to it with spell and trap cards, which at this point in time, when these cards came out, was the majority of your counterplay when it comes to um, like battle tricks. Granted, there's some battle tricks which have were around then and afterwards that are really wonderful, just like but they're monster effects. But you know, having something like a Mirror Force is definitely what kept me from enjoying this archetype a long time ago. Because I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! With actual cards back in like 2011, 2010, 2011. And my I had two different decks at that point in time. One was based off was a warrior toolbox slash synchro deck, based off of one of the starter decks, and the other one I had was a slightly retooled Dragunity structure deck, and that one more than anything is easily my favorite. Out of all the products that I've gotten of Yu-Gi-Oh, that was my favorite one. And that includes the Battle City box for speed dueling, which was fantastic and well worth the money I put into that. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get Ancient Gear Castle. So, all Ancient Gear monsters gain 300 attack. Each time a monster is normal summon set, place one counter on this card. If you tribute summon an Ancient Gear monster, face up, you can tribute this card instead if the number of its counters is equal or greater than the number of tributes required. That's actually pretty good, and it allows you to get into something like an Ancient Gear Golem relatively easily. Yeah, that doesn't matter to me. I want to get in for some damage. Even though Ancient Gear Beast does go through and stop your opponent's monster effects, I don't think at this point it's going to matter. Well, it could be a Nimamamanga. And if it is a Nimamamanga, then... well, that would suck. So, let's get this out. Yep, so if this card attacked, we can actually destroy some back row. Yeah, that's fine. And then we can go in for the kill. Again, that was highly unnecessary, but I felt like just doing it. Yeah, unfortunately, this is a fairly easy duel. Trying to do this the other way around, on the other hand, is a little bit harder. Hey, look, Manga. Okay, now we can do the graduation match. This was the end of the first season of Yu-Gi-Oh! GX, and it was actually quite a good match. The big thing about it is, we've already done this duel before, but now we're going to be going through and doing it from the other side, where we're playing heroes versus Cyber Dragons. We're going second because we're facing Cyber Dragons. Outside of that, this is pretty much not the last duel, but the next one after this would be the last duel where Judai really plays a lot of his elemental heroes. Because I am not very much a fan of the Neospatians. That's actually my least favorite part. Let's go about playing Wildheart, unaffected by traps, and just attack him. Yep, see, that's fine. He's either gonna have to tribute that for a Cyber Dragon, or he's not gonna be... He's just not gonna be able to get that, Ooh. Yes, that's cool. I'm still gonna be able to go and beat that thing over. Oh, that's cool. We got Miracle Fusion. All I need is a Blade Edge in the grave. And then I can get into Elemental Hero Wild Edge. I think that's the only one I can get into for right now. Let's see. We can go through. Summon Elemental Hero Sparkman. We can attack in. Now, Future Fusion's going to send monsters to grave. Yeah, that's Cyber and Dragon, so now it's going to be 3 Cyber Dragons. Just have to find some way of getting rid of this card. If I can get rid of this card, I'm going to be fairly well off. Interesting. Just wish I had Avian then. Yeah, the problem I'm gonna have is the fact that he's going to... Well, the problem I'm gonna have is the fact that Zane can go and he's gonna get that Cyber Dragon out. Or that Cyber End Dragon. I don't really have any way of dealing with it. I can get 4,800 damage, I think. Elemental Hero Thunder Giant can only... Yeah, it's a soft once per turn. I could... I can Polymerization, getting Thunder Giant. Then I can go through and... Yes, I can Polymerization, getting out Thunder Giant, and I can Miracle Fusion, getting out Thunder Giant. I can summon Elemental Hero Wildheart, and then I can special summon Elemental Hero Bowman. Or, I don't know if that's actually really worth it, though. Yeah, let's just go about doing this. So, we're gonna get out Thunder Giant. Because no matter what, we're gonna have to contend with the Cyber and Dragon. We could... Now, let's just go with Miracle Fusion. Getting out another Thunder Giant. And then I can go through and just summon out the rest of my dudes. Hopefully he's gonna be able to... Yeah, that's fine. Hopefully he's gonna go after the Bubble Man with Cyber and Dragon. Or maybe Wild Heart is just gonna be too good a target because he's unaffected by traps. I'm not liking the fact that I can't deal with this. Because I really wish I was Stratos. Okay, yeah, was not expecting that. At that point in time, I kind of feel stupid for, like, debating it so much when all I needed to do was just... At that point in time, he kind of could have done anything he wanted to. So I highly doubt he would have actually used limiter removal until the turn afterwards. Oh, there's no way in hell I'm getting Elemental Burst out. But let's put it on the field just to go about doing something with it. We can set Burstinatrix. Yeah, that's fine. Now that his Cyber Dragon is out anyway. We can get back Burstinatrix. Oh yeah, that's how I beat that Cyber and Dragon last time. I actually had 2 Battle Guard Rage just attached to it. Now we can go to end phase, and then hopefully Cyber Dragon attacks. Yeah, not liking this. No polymerization. I was hoping to dupe the, I was hoping to dupe the Cyber Dragon itself. Graceful Charity is always good, especially when I have Miracle Fusion and Fusion Recovery. Oh my god. Ooh. Oh, that's perfectly fine, dude. No, we're good, we're good. I can Miracle Fusion. Getting out Elemental Hero Wild Edge. Number 1, this gets me a Fusion Monster. Unfortunately, I cannot actually use Fusion Recovery. Even though I fused, I do not have a polymerization in my graveyard. Outside of that, I am going to go about using this to spend that, getting 1,000. Now this thing... Yeah, and because it's defusion, if I had him in my grave, I would be able to do something with it. But I'm getting rid of the Cyber Dragon. And you tribute that for a Cyber Dragon. Limiter removal. Okay, fine. I just want to keep you off of having that thing. Yeah. I really wish I didn't have this fucking card. Let's set it. Maybe if he has a Proto Cyber Dragon. No, just a regular one. Yeah, that sucks. Well, that's game. That one was quick, but at least in that one I wasn't waiting nearly as long as I was before debating whether or not I can do something. Though Defusion's pretty good in this scenario because if he goes into Future Fusion, then I can just defuse it. Okay, I definitely have some good stuff. And I'm going second. Okay, so let's get rid of the Hero Clayman Defusion. Pot of Greed can get me a little bit further in my deck. Future Fusion, that is cool. We can set 2 here. And I can set Clayman. I feel very good about what's happening right now. Yeah, nah, you're good. You're good. Oh, if I actually go about beating him, I would love to be able to get some more of these Cyber Dragon cards. Big thing is, who do I want to go into? Think about Wild Edge is the fact that it can attack every monster your opponent controls. And there's no other restrictions to it, so you don't have to have, like it's the only monster you can go about using. Nah. Actually, I got a pretty good idea. Let's go with Elemental Wild Edge. We have... Yep, we can... Then you two. I have Battle Guard Rage. Yeah, I wonder what kind of fun we can have with that. Because I could summon a monster, like go into attacking any of my opponents, but the only way this can screw up is if he goes about fusing. Yes, you've kept everything in attack position except for that one set. Oh, that's perfect. Yet another Battle Guard Rage. But we can have you. I can summon Burstinatrix. And I can also go about setting Battle Guard Rage. Now, unless this is limiter removal, and actually he can't use limiter removal because it's not in the field. But now we can go about using Battle Guard Rage to increase our attack points. And fortunately, we're going to be able to just continuously attack him, sending everything back to his hands. Yeah, how are you going to beat me this time? You can't even go about beating me with anything but maybe a power bond if you have it. I'm pretty sure if you have a power bond, like that might be, you'd be able to go about beating me. And by that I mean, you still wouldn't be able to, because I still do have Mirror Force. Yeah, that's fine. I'm not liking that. Okay. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that yet. What am I gonna draw? Fusion Recovery. I do believe we can summon you. We can go into attack. Flip you up. And use you on Burst tricks. And then we'll attack for game. Cyber Repair Plant, definitely going to be good for us. Specifically in that AB Cyber Dragon deck. Or possibly going to be good for our AB Cyber Dragon deck. Now, this is where I kind of screwed up. This match is the entire reason why I couldn't upload my last video, or the last time I tried doing this. See, I accidentally, because I kind of wanted to go about using D-Shield, I kind of went about misplaying a bit, and then I had the information already because I searched for a Sparkman to begin with. I kind of thought that I only had 2 Sparkmen in my deck, and I didn't actually use that reinforcement of the army to get it later on, which could have maybe won the game like 15 minutes earlier, instead of nearly waiting until basically waiting until dude I had like 2 cards in his deck until I won by battle. Oh. Well, let's get Avian. And then we can get Elemental Hero Phoenix Enforcer. The wonderful thing about this card is, unlike, even though it doesn't have the fact, actually a good, decent effect like, damn, I forget what Judai's version of this fusion is. Flame Wingman. That burning effect of Flame Wingman is pretty cool. But we do have Phoenix Enforcer, and it cannot be destroyed by battle. We'll set Destiny Signal, even though it's not going to be useful in this situation. Our monster cannot be destroyed by battle. That's fine. What are you going to do? Yeah, you're going to poly. And you're going to get Flame Wingman, aren't you? Yep, you're going to get Flame Wingman. That's cool. What are you going to do after that? You're going to go and try and do it again? No? Okay, fine. Oh, terraforming. Cool. We can get Clock Tower Prison. I think we'd be better off just going and getting our... I think we'd be better off just going and getting our other freaking... what was it called? Fusion Gate to go into an even better fusion monster. But here's the thing. I can't be destroyed by battle. Flame Wingman can be. So if you're going to go about throwing that out and you're not going to do anything with it, then I can just attack you and I'm not going to be destroyed. Okay, I probably should have got that out earlier. We're going to summon Avian, because I really want to use G-Signal. Attack you. Yep, because I thought you were going to be a Clayman. And then we can go in for 2,600. Oh, this is a completely different game than the last time I tried this one. Again, I have like 3 or 4 like major major problems. I still won, and I still would have won even if I didn't realize that I made major mistakes. Ooh, Diamond Dude. Okay, Diamond Dude, go. Damn. Oh, fine. Once again, attack you. Was hoping Diamond Dude allows you to once per turn you can activate the top card of your deck, and if it's a normal spell, send it to the grave, otherwise place it on the bottom of your deck. During your the main phase of your next turn, you can activate the spell of that, or activate the effect of that spell in the graveyard. You no longer, even if you no longer control this face-up card. So something like terraforming would mean next turn we would go through and be able to activate terraforming. If we had, let's say, a card with a cost, we would not pay the cost because we're only activating the effect of that card. Okay. Necroid Shaman, so you're gonna go about summoning something to your field from my grave. Oh wait, no, you get to destroy something, that's what it was. Yeah, that's actually probably the best option you have. So we can go into Doom Lord. Okay, and we have D-Shield as well. So, let's banish you. We'll put you into defense. And then we'll go to next phase. If you have a card, you have a card. If not, that card is going to be stuck. Yep, I won. I basically won this. You gain a bit more, but I basically won this. Fusion Sage. Oh. Too bad I don't have anything better. So sadly, I'm not going to be able to use it. But... shit. Wild Heart. That's not good. Now he's going to get back his Necroid Shaman. But now I can't actually... the fun thing now is... I can't actually be... or I can't be... like, take any battle damage. Okay, so... do I even have it? I only really have Diamond Dude. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna... I really would like the ability to destroy Clock Tower Prison. Let's just attack you. Destroy you. And Avian. Should've known. If I can just destroy Clock Tower Prison, then I've won the game. I do need something, another Destiny hero in the grave, though. Okay, that's cool. I guess. Actually, another thing, but I really should have just used or saved D shields. I would very much have liked the idea of having Elemental Hero Avian. Oh well. let's go to next turn. He can't do any damage to me anyway, so... And he knows it. You get the other clock tower prison. And we'll wait once again. I don't think he has any way of outing clock tower prison is a problem for him. Or at least nothing that is easy to do. Yeah, you're gonna go into Tempest. Oh no, you're going into Electrum. Well... Don't really have much of anything. If I was playing Judai, then I would have a much better list of stuff I could do. Oh, this point in time, I'm gonna go to... I'm just gonna skip my turn. Yeah. Do you even have what it takes? Okay, that's cool. I use Misfortune. I select you. And that's game! Wow, that was a completely different game than the other time. So happy to be done with this. Now... Got, Elemental Necro Shade's definitely good. The freaking next thing, though, sucks, if I remember correctly. I'm not a fan of Cyber Ogres. They suck both ways. Okay, Shore Knight. Once per turn, if the battle position of this face-up card in the field is changed, send one water monster from your deck to grave. That is not good. At the very least, something like Brushfire Knight is just so much better at that point in time. Oh well. Light Ray Sorcerer is actually a good card that I'm probably going to be throwing right into my AB Cyber Dragon deck. Cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from your hand while 3 or more of your light monsters are banished. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target one of your banished light monsters and one face monster on the field. Shuffle the first target into the deck, and if you do, banish the second target. This card cannot attack during the turn you activate this effect. Yeah, this is going to fit right in with that deck. Almost entirely. You're always basically trying to banish cards with your contact fusion to go into the ABC fusion monster. And then you can send them back, even though that's going to keep you off of being able to tribute that card if something goes wrong. It is going to allow you to shuffle some of those cards back into your deck so that you can go and get them back out using Union Hanger. But let's see, do we have anything else that I want to go about using? Okay, there's some Majestic Max in here. Kawaki Meidu is another one that's kind of not a very good deck, but, or not a very good archetype. This is the second Spiritual Fire Art Kuden I think I have. This is easily one of my favorite cards in the entire game. I really love this card. Tribute one fire monster. Inflict damage to your opponent equal to the monster's original attack. Like, let's say we have Kawaki Meidu Valafar on the field. So let's just say, during each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core of Kawaki Meidu from your hand to grave. You can tribute summon this monster by tributing one of the cards. This card cannot be destroyed by the effects of trap cards. during battle between this attacking card and defense position monster whose defense is lower than the attack of this card inflicts a difference in battle damage. Okay. See, if I were to, like, let's say, attack with this with 3,000, then I could use Spiritual Fire Art, couldn't I, to tribute it, and, well, let's just say, do 3,000 damage to my opponent. If my opponent's going to be using Mirror Force, well, I just tribute it off with couldn't I dealing 3,000 damage. 3,000 damage is very significant, and Spiritual Fire Art is also, again, reactive because it's a trap. If your opponent's gonna destroy that monster anyway, you might as well just tribute it off for 3,000 damage. If you can get a good fire attribute monster on the field, then Spiritual Fire Art is amazing and can just, at a drop of a hat, beat your opponent. Okay, Shadow Falco. Interesting. Okay, that could do worms. There's some interesting things with worms. Solar Rays is also another interesting card, considering the fact that I run 3 different light decks already. And this inflicts 600 points of damage to your opponent for each face-up light monster on your side of the field. And I'm pretty sure each of these are going to, or you're going to have plenty of cards to deal damage to your opponent with this. I'm going to have to read into Karaki or Kawaki Meru just because I'm interested in seeing what they do. There are some good enough cards, but I don't know if anything's truly good. Dark Illusion. When a spell trap card or monster effect is activated that targets a dark monster on the field, negate the activation. If you do, destroy that card. That could be cool. I really wish I could play a Charmer deck, though. I'm not playing a Charmer deck right now. Light Ray Greffer. You can special summon this card by discarding 1 level 5 or higher light monster. Once per turn, you can discard 1 light monster, banish 1 light monster from your deck. That is quite cool. Hey, when this card is normal summon target 1 defense position monster, change that target to face-up attack position. Actually, now that I think about Light Ray Greffer, could work really well in a light-based psychic deck that I have some ideas about. That's cool. Retore, on the other hand, isn't exactly good. But we definitely have quite a few counter traps in here. Ooh, spiritual, water art. Oh, tribute to 1 water monster. Look at your opponent's hand, then send 1 card from their hand to the graveyard. If you can get, again, this one's actually pretty good. I've never really seen this one used, but number 1, you can send 1 card from your opponent's hand to grave. Though, the big thing is you have information on what's in your opponent's hand. And again, if you're going to lose a monster anyway, you might as well have fun with it. But I still very much prefer Spiritual Fire Art over Water Art. Okay, Spiritual Earth Art Kurugane. Tribute 1 Earth monster, special summon 1 level 4 or lower Earth monster from your graveyard, except the tributed monster. That could be cool. Light Ray Daedalus, though, must be special summoned from your hand by having 4 or more light monsters in your grave. It cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target 1 field spell card and 2 other cards in the field. Destroy them. This would make having some ancient gear monsters pretty interesting. Gear Town is a card that allows you to, when it's destroyed, you can special summon an ancient gear from deck. So, Light Ray Daedalus would allow you to have something that can easily destroy a field spell. And this would allow you to both destroy a field spell and two other cards in the field. So I'm thinking about that one. Wonder if that's going to be any good. Majestic Mech Oka. Nothing else was in there. That was good. Okay, so let's see. Armageddon Knight. When this is summoned, you can send one dark monster from your deck to grave. Usually, that one's actually pretty good. But out of all of them, the one I go about using the most is probably Brushfire Knight, which is right there. So, when a fire monster is destroyed and sent to your graveyard, send one fire monster from your deck to grave. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, send one fire monster from your deck to grave. You can only use one Brushfire Knight effect per turn, and only once that turn. Okay, that's pretty cool. It is very easy to destroy fire monsters, especially when you have the Fire King spells. So, this is definitely going to go off, and there's just having the ability to get fire monsters into the grave so easily, it's pretty cool. Though I'm probably not going to be running many fire like attribute decks right now, so who knows. So I'm thinking about Shaddoll, because I've never made a Shaddoll deck before. Dark Horse is interesting. So, outside of that, I'm not seeing too many things in here that I want. Light Ray Gearfried. Okay. Cannot be normal summons that must be special summoned from your hand by having 5 or more light monsters with different names in your graveyard. Cannot be special summoned any other way. Once per turn, during either player's turn, when a spell trap card is activated, you can banish one warrior type monster from your graveyard. Negate the activation if you do destroy it. All face-up monsters you control must be warrior type to activate and resolve this effect. This card would be amazing, if not for the fact that it has to require warrior types. So, yeah, this would be pretty good, because I can think of several different decks that this would be wonderful in. But I can only really think of maybe at the moment, off the top of my head, maybe my Noble Knight deck on my other profile or my other computer, where that would be a good card to go about using. Okay, worms seem to be interesting enough. Now, what do you do? During each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core of Kawaki Meru from your hand to graveyard or reveal one plant monster in your hand. During each of your standby phases, you can send one level 3 or lower monster from your deck to your graveyard. And at 1900 attack, that's likely to happen. I don't mind that effect at all. Wonder whether or not it's going to be something I could use. Actually, there's a bunch of plants you could send to grave. That would be really cool. So, not gonna lie, that is actually pretty cool. Yeah, some Crystal Beast support, I guess. Okay, I remember Rooklord being pretty good. During each of your end phases, destroy this card unless you send one Iron Core of Kwaki Meru from your hand to grave or reveal one warrior type monster in your hand. You can summon this by tributing one Kwaki Meru card. When this card is normal summoned, you can remove from play one Kwaki Meru card in your grave to destroy up to 2 cards your opponent controls. Yeah, that sounds nice. Kwaki Meru Beetle. Same thing. If a light or dark monster is special summoned in attack position, change that monster to defense position. That isn't really all that bad, to be honest. not entirely good, but a lot of things are light or dark, so. Fairy Tail Snub. Okay. This card's normal special summon. You can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. Change it to face-down defense position. That's already good. This card's in your grave. You can banish 7 other cards from your hand, field, and or graveyard. Special summon this card. That is also fairly good. Yeah. If you want to banish stuff, that's just going to be the best option. With that being said, I do have a couple of decks I can think about making. I kind of want to go about seeing if I can make a worm deck and make that work. And I'm thinking Kolaki Meru, to be honest. But oh well, see everybody.